Welcome back, trainers, and we are going to be doing a few tests with a Machamp raid. Going to be going in with a Metagross, some changing up the moves with Psychic and Zen Headbutt, and then with a Lugia, and then a Mewtwo, and then finally at the end we're going to go in with two Mewtwoos, an Alakazam, Espeon, and a Gardevoir. I wanted to throw in a Metagross in the mix towards the end there, but I wasn't organized enough and the time just counted down. But nonetheless, it was okay because I still did all the tests I wanted to do. I already knew what the results were going to be and what are the tests, just to compare how much damage a Metagross and a Lugia can do, Metagross and a Mewtwo compared to Mewtwo and Alakazam and Espeon, for instance. You're going to see the time difference is quite significant. I do not finish all of these raids, the first two tests, because obviously if I do, then the raid will be over. You get pretty much a good gist of how much health they can take off once they're pretty low into the red. So Metagross, okay, let's talk about it. It's a great Pokemon to power up. It's a good Pokemon to use against a Machamp raid or an Ice type Pokemon raid. The only thing is its DPS is not the greatest. It has good DPS. It's just, I feel like, obviously, Alakazam, Espeon, Mewtwo, Gardevoir, those are all going to outperform it. Lugia, I don't think it's going to outperform it. The only thing that I can do better than Metagross is last longer because of its stamina. Now, Lugia is just a tank. We all know that. So, I mean, when I go in there with that, it's just kind of for fun. I keep taking the hits, and it's just like, I dodge a few times, and I'm like, I'm just going to take the hits because the DPS is way too low, and I need my charge bar to go up a little bit quicker. So when you get hit by the raid boss's charge attack, obviously your charge bar is going to be brought up faster. So it's really not good when your charge bar is full, and then you get hit with a special. You want that charge to get off, and then you want to get hit with a special because it's going to fill it up more. Yes, you're going to be losing more health, but you're going to be doing more DPS. So if your next Pokemon in your lineup is ready to go and, do a decent amount of damage, you're not going to be stuck there. All right, so in comes Gardevoir really quick. Unfortunately, it has Heavy Slam, which isn't so bad because it's a good test to do with Metagross, which he can take those hits pretty well. Gardevoir can't because, well, it's weak to Steel type. I dodged a couple, but then I didn't at the end there. So there we have it. All right, 68 seconds, and it still had about a quarter health left. So now we're going to go in with Metagross, Lugia, Gardevoir, and Mewtwo. I'm going to stop at the Mewtwo. I'm not going to even let it attack much because Metagross, Lugia, and Gardevoir did quite the good amount of damage. And I wanted the health to just stay where it was at because any more, and it would have just been defeated. So I backed out. Anyways. I hope this gives you a clear understanding of how good Metagross is going to be against a Machamp raid. So 3 times in a row, or is it 2 times in a row? I don't put them in at the very end, just so I can show you how much better you can do with other Pokemon. Now, I'm not trying to downplay on a Metagross or nothing, but it's like I said, if you're trying to get a great time, or you go in with a Metagross and you barely do it, but you're like, man, I didn't do that well, or maybe you're happy you still beat it anyways, but you're not going to get like some sort of record-breaking time with it. You're going to have to use Espeon's, Mewtwo, but your best guess is going to be Alakazam's, Espeon, and Gardevoir, period. That's it. If you want your best time that you can possibly ever get, you're going to want Cloudy Weather with Gardevoir, Confusion, and Dazzling Gleam, period. That's just the killer. If it has close combat, you're going to be looking good. You'll be able to take that Machamp out quickly. Now, if I power up another Gardevoir, I think I can get some sort of crazy time because 2 moves, Dazzling Gleam was 110 each time when it's Cloudy Weather, so or like 100. It's just a beast attack of a move. I mean, it's really good. Lugia is sitting over here just taking the hits, put it in work. Inch by inch, very slowly, because the DPS on Lugia is not great. But it's still going to be a fun Pokemon. Say, I don't know, when PvP comes out, if there's rules, no legendaries, or legendaries, right, in the battle against another player, Lugia is going to be probably one of those annoying Pokemon to go up against because, well, it's just going to take hits for days. And if you have Future Sight, it's going to be kind of annoying. Unless you bust in a Tyranitar. But then, I I kind of don't want to give this away, but I should make a video of counters for PvP. Not that it's relevant yet, but if you have Hydro Pump on your Lugia, well, the Tyranitar, Hydro Pump, it's going to be super effective. You're going to need those kind of counters when that comes out. Like a Slow King with Water Gun and Fire Blast. What Pokemon can learn a water move and a fire move? That's extremely rare and good to have. I can't speak this morning. I need to go have some coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet. Went out to do an EX raid and then I head home and then to do this one as well. Alright, so we're going to be coming into the final one here, as you can see, down to the last 10 seconds, because I was doing dodging. If you're trying to get a good time, you're not going to do dodge. You're just going to attack. Alright, so now we're going in with the A team. Now, the time that I do get at the end of this isn't my best time, okay? I have gotten better times. It's just down to circumstance and the move set. You're probably not going to get the best time with the double move. You're going to need just the one charge move on the raid boss, and that's going to be close combat, okay? As for the quick move, it really doesn't matter. Maybe Heavy Slam might be a little bit better because he's not going to be getting stab. Okay, so first choice is Mewtwo, and then I do go in with another Mewtwo because, well, I have both of them powered up. I invested the Stardust, so I'm going to use them. Better time if you would use Espeons, because they're just as good as Alakazam as far as damage per second. That's what DPS means, damage per second, because it can take a little bit more hits, and compared to Alakazam, it's barely doing just a little bit less. So if you have Future Sight and Zen Headbutt or Confusion on your Espeons, and you have several of them, those are going to be your top pick. I'm serious. Alakazam works great, but he's such a glass cannon. So is Espeon, but it can still take a few more hits. As you can see, look at that. Look how much damage just went down on the Alakazam. And then we're going to take a look at the Espeon to see how much damage gets ripped off of its health when Heavy Slam comes in. So going in, doing work, got Confusion and Future Sight on this one here. My only one. I do believe it's like a 91 or 90 something like that. Alright, so it does a pretty good amount of damage, but I feel like it does more on the Alakazam. See, Alakazam couldn't take 2. Espeon took 2 hits, and it still had health taken off. So, pretty good Pokemon here. I kind of want to make another one, to be honest with you. But at the same time, it's like, what's with the Psychic Pokemon? I got, like, 15, 20 maxed out Psychic Pokemon. I'm good on those for now. It would be nice to add another one to my team, but it's just like, it's not worth the Stardust investment. I might as well hold off on my Stardust, wait till some new type of Pokemon come out, or even the Pokemon currently that I have not even evolved, like Melodic, and a few others that I can simply invest in and power up. It's not that I need those specific types like Water or whatever move it has on it. I know Ice Beam, because I still have plenty of ice Pokemon, even though I could use another one, because you think I'd have more ice Pokemon living in Alaska. I just haven't really powered them up. I had a Cloyster, and I had that Jinx that I powered up for the Rayquaza raid, for the duo that we took out, which was amazing, and it was worth it for that. Other than that, they're good against the Dragonites in the gyms. So there's plenty of other options, see, because that's why I don't just dump my Stardust into things like that. It's going to be Pokemon that I want to use all the time. Alright, anyways, with that said, gonna catch this Machamp. Funny, I used 2 regular berries, right? Did you see that? No catch, excellent throws, it broke out, but watch this. No berry and a catch. Oh, okay. Pokemon Go logic, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to actually hop into a Piloswine raid. And check this out, guys. I don't know what the deal is. You know, I'm going to switch up my move, or not switching up my moves. I'm just going to show you the moves on Ho-Oh, so you can see how it's weather boosted. But you remember I was saying you can take out Piloswine with just one Ho-Oh, with Steel Wing and Solar Beam. Well, look at that massive damage. Oh my goodness. It was taking me down quick with that Ice Shard. I was like, what? It was much more simpler before. What's going on here? I don't know what the deal is. Nonetheless, it was still a good time. And I take it out with just about one Ho-Oh, but no cigar, unfortunately. So anyways, enjoy the rest of this. I'll be catching you all later with some more Pokemon Go videos. Until then, be safe, stay warm. Take care, everybody.